Overnight, protests erupted in Brooklyn Center, a suburb of Minneapolis, after a fatal police shooting of a black man during a traffic stop. The Minnesota National Guard deployed, police deploying tear gas to clear the crowds.
Police say officers tried to arrest a driver on an outstanding warrant. When the man tried to get back into his vehicle, that's when police say an officer shot him.
According to the police chief, the officer was attempting to draw her taser, but accidentally pulled her gun and fired it.
You have got to be f***ing kidding me. A man was killed at a traffic stop because the police officer mixed up their gun and their taser? Is that even supposed to be a legitimate excuse? Like, we're supposed to watch that and go, okay, one time I used sugar instead of salt, so I can relate. And look, I'm not saying that tragic mistakes will never happen, but what I am saying is that maybe if the police weren't so quick to draw any weapon, then maybe people wouldn't die because of a mix-up from Officer Urkel over here. And by the way, don't you find it amazing that cops think everything is a gun except their own gun? If you have a cell phone in your hand, oh, that's a gun. If you're holding a wallet, oh, that's a gun. Their own gun? No, not a gun, not a gun. And even if it was just a mistake, that's not a mistake that you just forgive and walk away. Especially since you know the people jumping to her defense for using a gun instead of a taser, those are the same people who want their waiter fired for bringing them a regular Coke instead of diet. Now, regardless of the specifics of how it happens, incidents involving police getting out of control with black suspects are still far too common. And you know that because this shooting in Minnesota isn't the only example of police brutality people are talking about today.
Developing this morning in the state of Virginia, the governor there is calling for an independent investigation after the release of a disturbing police body cam video. It shows officers drawing their guns on an Army lieutenant in uniform and pepper spraying him during a traffic stop that took place last December. That Army lieutenant says the two officers violated his constitutional rights, and now one of those officers has been fired.
Put your hands out the window!
A Windsor police officer says in his report he spotted a vehicle with dark tinted windows and no license plate displayed that was eluding police. Though a lawsuit says a paper license plate was visible in the rear window of the new car. Nazario admits in his complaint that he didn't immediately pull over, driving nearly 2 minutes with his hazard lights on so he could stop at a well-lit gas station.
What's going on?
Now!
Nazario, who is black and Latino and was wearing his military uniform, asks repeatedly why he's being detained.
I'm serving this country and this is how I'm treated.
What's going on? You're fixing to ride the lightning, son.
And then this exchange.
I'm honestly afraid to get out. Can I?
Yeah, you should be. Get out. Back up.
Whoa,
Officer Joe Gutierrez then pepper sprays Nazario in the face.
Hold on. That's up.
This is fucked up. Lieutenant Nazario had his hands hanging out of the window, but he still got threatened. He still got pepper sprayed, and he still got thrown on the ground. And the whole time, mind you, the whole time, these cops are saying the craziest shit to him. You should be scared. Oh, you're fixing to ride the lightning. How the is that professional? Ride the lightning? You're not hyping a ride at Six Flags, man. You're dealing with someone's life. And how crazy is it that this driver, think about it, he knew to get to a gas station so that he would have decent lighting for the encounter. Imagine, just think about that for a moment. Police brutality has forced everyday black Americans to become lighting experts. Oh yeah, the lighting here is great. You'll be able to see the cops whip my ass. This is much better.